Hey y'all, happy
Hi,
Friday!
everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in to our live Friday episode.
Guess what, Mia?
What?
Guess what today is?
Today is our 1 month anniversary.
I don't even know when our anniversary is. When did we start? We're gonna have to go back and research that because I do not know when our anniversary of us creating this venture. But no, the answer is this is our seventh show.
Mm, that's a lot of shows.
7 episodes have been recorded. Let's give ourselves a hand.
Wow.
7 shows, whoop whoop. Super excited. The number 7 means completeness, divine perfection. And so I definitely wanted to highlight that. I love to get the meaning of numbers. But as I was looking at and reviewing our shows, we've had 3 live shows and 4 audio shows. And so if you haven't had the chance to check those out, please go back and check them out on YouTube or on Spotify or iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast at.
Yes, guys, 7 episodes. It feels like, I don't know, I feel like we just lose track because we just keep going and going and going.
Yes. But I'm excited because we decided to do seasons. And so we are doing 13 episodes in this first season. So we are in the first season, and of the 13 episodes of that season, this is number 7. And so I'm super proud about that. It sheds light on consistency, it sheds light on one of those doing what you say you're going to do type of things. But it's been fun too. So I'm super excited. And I am looking forward to more shows. And so today we are highlighting being oldest siblings. I am the oldest of 3, and Mia is.
Um, I did 2, 3. Technic, honestly, it's just they keep having kids, but like from all angles. So I don't know, but maybe 4. I would say 4. 4 seems politically correct.
She is the oldest of 4. So, how many other oldest siblings are out there? If it's you, comment below. We're going to have a great conversation about being the oldest sibling. But if you are the oldest sibling, please let us know so we can give you a shout out. Uh, I also wanted to shed light and have some comments in the chat about, like we said, it's the 7th show. So if you could write 3 positives that you like about our show, give us some feedback, and then give us 3 negatives that you don't like about our show to give us some feedback. Because we are just 7 episodes in, and we would love to hear what you're thinking. So the first question of this show that I conjured up. I don't know what Mia has conjured up, but I was very excited about this episode because I have these conversations with a lot of people. And, we're always talking about what being the oldest sibling has done for us. And so the first question is, in one word, describe what it's like being the oldest sibling in one word.
Mm, my word would be like, I don't know. I want to say like, I have like a couple words. It's not really like one.
Well, the question is one word. We gotta just have one word. You can't use many.
I would say like one word to describe being an older sibling. I'd say like persistent in all the aspects of being older sibling. It just seems to be very persistent or continuous. It feels like you're like stuck in a loop.
What kind of a loop?
I don't know. It's like it's not really like explainable. It's just like it just keeps going in like a circle. It's very full circle, I
Full
would
circle. Okay, yeah, that definitely I can understand that. So my one word, dang, I just had it. I have one word that I wanted because now I'm getting is resilient. That's not the word I wanted, but no, I know a word I want. I want it first, but yes, resilient is gonna be my word because that's the first word I said, and we can only do one. So resilient, mainly because we do a lot of things. We figure out the things before the other siblings figured them out, and so we have a different heightened um, experience than our siblings, and hopefully they learn from it, or definitely learn from it. Whether you learn from it of what to do and what not to do, that's dependent on the situation. But definitely, it's a learning lesson because you already watched somebody walk that path, and so we have a different kind of resiliency because we kind of walk that path first, and we get to bump our head in a certain way that possibly our siblings shouldn't have to. So that would be my one word.
say. I would say for like me giving a question, what in what way has being an oldest sibling like impacted your life? Like what is the biggest way it has impacted your life?
I feel like it's given me more independence and responsibility. I don't know if I would have been as independent if I were a different sibling, especially if I think about younger siblings. Like, I aspired as an older sibling to be the younger sibling because I'm telling you, they get the gold, they get all the gold, they get all the gold nuggets, and so it's like a carefree position is what you kind of look at and what you kind of see. But I don't know if I would be as independent if I were the younger sibling because the younger siblings are more carefree. So yeah, I think it has given me great responsibility and independency, and I think that has helped me stand on my own 2 feet and give me some good foundation.
Mm, I like that answer. I would say my answer is much of the same. I would say it's very independence based or doing things for yourself or just having to be the first person to figure it out.
Yes. And can you say that that's tough sometimes?
It very much so is.
Yeah, it is very, very tough. So, all you older siblings who get into that stuck point because um, for whatever reason, the other siblings just don't get it, or you're just looking at life a little bit differently because of your path. Uh, and so just remember that you're not the only one. I also was talking to a friend, and you don't realize how much being vulnerable in another person's space can help the other person because they might be dealing with the same thing. So that's why I'm asking, who else are the older siblings? I have a lot of friends who are older siblings too. I think maybe older siblings are friends with older siblings because now that I'm thinking about it, like literally most of my friends are the oldest sibling. But leaning on those individuals who understand you and the space that you have experience in kind of helps too.
Definitely. And now that I think about it, most of my friends are older siblings too. I think
What?
it's something that we definitely like bond over.
Yeah, yeah, it's a common conversation setter. So that's cool. Okay, one. Let me see. When I thought this was a funny question because for me, I can think of a moment for you, but this is the question: do you remember the moment you realized you were not the only child anymore?
Mm, I guess it's like all the times when like you get like one upped in something. Just like it's like, oh, whoa, your little sister did this or little sister has this. So I think it's like all the times that it's like kind of like you're just kind of like I mean you've been around longer, so you're just kind of like bumped over.
True. I think so. I have a 1 year. So I'm a Irish. Yeah, Irish twin? No, not really, because we didn't go to the same grade sometimes. But anyways, I got 1 year, I think, in 1 year and a couple months. I think we're like 14 months apart from my next sibling, the middle sibling, and then I'm 4 years older than my youngest sibling. And so I also contribute to the time gap. So, like what Mia just said, that time gap gives you a less time frame for you to be the it girl. Like we're women, so we're gonna say it girl. But if you're the oldest male, the oldest brother, it's the only time where you're the it guy or the it girl. And so it's like you don't even realize that time is precious until you lose it. Because then there's somebody else crying and whining and asking for all these different things or getting all these different things, or you're responsible for them and for all these different things. And then it like shows up and it's a present factor. So for me, my sister and I are not that far apart. So I cannot remember a time where it was only me. And so I was, so young, but by the time I was 2, she was here. So I don't think I remember a time when it was I was the only child. So I have always remembered being the older sibling and have a younger sibling right behind me. But Mia could probably give better description because she has a 4 year gap between her youngest sibling. But she also has a what's this, November, December, January, February, a 3 month gap between her middle siblings.
Um, I know like there's pictures of when I was a baby and like we hang out with all the other of them, but I don't know. There's not really many times I can remember when I like found out I had younger siblings. It was just like, well, here they are. And then we kind of just somehow it sped up and then we got to today. But I don't have like a direct memory. I just know like the realization hits when like the I don't know, like the things that you say or do don't like weigh as much.
True. True. They're always thinking about the other sibling because that new sibling came in. I also attribute it to, well, I don't know. Mia, I gave Mia like the world as the only sibling. She was the only sibling. She was the only child for 4 years. And I'm telling you, we had matching everything. She had these little high heels. She had all these different things. So I think she had a good, I mean, just as a young girl, she like if she could remember it now, maybe there would be more time that she could remember, all that time that we had to get together. But I get when the other sibling comes in, then whatever you have going on doesn't really take precedence to what the other sibling has going on. But I do remember for her gap, there was so much time that we got to do a lot of things with her, especially with, oh, I forgot to do a caveat. Little caveat, we were supposed to do a show with her godmother, but we had a schedule issue, and so I have already put out marketing for that. But I wanted to just say that and let y'all know that we will be rescheduling her for a later date, and we are super excited to have her on and to have that show coming very soon. So we just switched it up a little bit and had this live show for today. But yeah, for me, you know, the responsibility factor was very, very early. But for Mia, I feel like she had a big gap before she was responsible for anything because she was the only, little person before 4 years later for her sibling came. But I also thought when I thought about that question, when it was the moment that Mia realized she wasn't the only child anymore, is when she tried to suffocate her little sister by putting her hand over her mouth and her nose, and I almost lost it. I did lose it actually. So I had to call her godmom to come and get her because one minute I hear her sister crying bloody murder, which this child, I'm telling you, there's this night and day between my first child and my second child that I gave birth to. And she screamed all day, all day, all day. And so one minute she's screaming, and the next minute I hear no noise. I'm hearing muffled noise, and Mia literally has her hand over her nose and her mouth. And I'm like, Mia, what are you doing? And then she's like, Mom, but I can't hear. I'm trying to watch my show. So I thought that would have been the moment in my brain of when Mia realized that she was not the only child anymore because it became too noisy for her.
Yes, honestly, that was very, very irritating. It's quiet and then it's like way too loud. I don't know. She's still screaming to this day. She cries about it, so obviously much has changed.
She's growing up. I have all high schoolers now, so it's definitely a big transition. Um, how much pressure do you feel to set the example?
Um, I feel like as the oldest sibling, the pressure really doesn't even come from your youngest siblings. It comes from your parents. Your parents, they just be yapping. So I think most of it comes from your parents. I feel like sometimes they set like unrealistic expectations. So
Like what?
I don't really know. I don't know. Like I feel like parents like think there's like this grand correlation of like siblings, which like sometimes correlation does equal causation, but like my little siblings do things that I've never thought of doing. So also like your parents tell you to be the example, then you have younger siblings and your parents get lenient. Like it's not like they're too old or they don't care anymore. So what was the point?
What do you mean? You're meaning like the other siblings get away with the things that they told you to be the example about?
Right, like you spent like all this time being an example and then your younger siblings run amok and your parents are like, but they're cute.
No, ain't nobody saying nothing is cute.
Doesn't even matter anymore. Have you
Well,
snack is cookie and cream. What are they called? Rice cake bites. Last time I had apple cinnamon rice cake bites. Today I'm having these ones.
that's her yapping snack for today, friends. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Listen, I took a couple bites of those things and I didn't realize how good they were. Now I see why she's eating them. Mia has her yapping snacks, friends. Okay, you got another question? I have more questions, but I was making sure I didn't miss a question you had.
Um, I would say like what is the most rewarding part of being the oldest sibling?
Being done first. I mean, just like you have to do everything first, you're also done with everything first. You reach towards certain things first, like cooking, being more independent, or like driving. Are able to like drive, but then that also means that you drive your siblings. But I don't recall driving my siblings many places. Not like I use driving for a meal. Like, can you go pick up, go to the store or go pick up your siblings. I remember driving to go to work. Like I was driving and I went to work. But I don't remember like my mom saying go to the store for me, or like I worked at a grocery store, so maybe she asked me to get something from work, but I just do not remember. I don't remember any of that time of driving or having it be an errand type of thing. But yeah, I think the most rewarding, you said rewarding, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Would be that, as well as just watching them grow. Like for me, they were like my first kids. Unfortunately, I had a little bit more responsibility on the like real responsibility side, um, due to some, um, what do you want to say, absence of my parents in certain phases of my life and certain phases of our life. And so like being responsible, like I couldn't think of things without thinking of them. I still did it throughout my adult life. It was like, everything that I was doing in consideration of us, not necessarily in consideration of me. So I feel like that kind of hurt me sometimes because, um later on in life they said that they didn't ask me to. And that is a crusher because it's like older siblings don't work like that. It's not like I could have turned off to forget about my siblings. Like I don't have that button. But now I know about self care and thinking about myself because then of course after helping raise my siblings or care for my siblings or be responsible for my siblings, then I had kids and I'm responsible for them. So then I think of my kids first and don't think of myself. So it's stuff like that can be a pro or a con to that rewarding factor. But I thought it was really very rewarding to have siblings and to see where they are right now and to be proud of that factor.
For me, I think the most rewarding part of having younger siblings is when they like take traits from you and then they are proud of those traits. Like every time I say something in the household, everybody else steals it and they say it, except for like the annoying things that they say, but like all the good stuff, they be stealing it from me. Then they be trying to like pass it off as their own.
No, I give Mia the credit every time I say my daughter, cause y'all know I'll be making up these fly little sayings. But yes, there is a lot of it's hand me down. Usually is the term um for siblings in general because it's a hand me down. So that also goes with characteristics. That also go with um style. That goes with um just everything, just how you walk, how you talk, how you carry yourself. Mia has had some great talks with her siblings just about character. I have had great conversations with my siblings about character and just different things that we dealt with growing up. Um, so yeah, I think that is a great factor to be considering. My next question is funniest memory or inside joke with your siblings.
Um, I'm gonna say like a funniest memory because all our inside jokes are like about you. So our funniest memory,
So
I think it was like when all of us were like together over the summer, and then we would like watch scary movies. Like we would like purposely wait till it was like the crack of nighttime, and then we would watch a scary movie, and then like our older cousins would just start playing games, and then our grandparents would come out and tell us to be quiet. I think that was a really fond memory that we're all pretty fond of. Plus, they kind of like our grandparents like live like out in the country, so like you're already hearing like rustling and like noises. Or we'd watch a scary movie, then go play hide and seek outside. But like grandma locked the door because she's like, "Y'all not coming back in this house." And she's like, "Y'all can sleep out there with the dogs." And then, but like she left the side door open so we could go through the side door. And we were trying to figure out what we're gonna do that night, and some people were like, "Well, let's just walk." Like everybody lives like around this area, so we're like, "Okay, well, who can we walk to their house?" And then they're like, "Do you think they're gonna let all like 8 of us stay there?"
That's a
Yeah,
lot of people to be knocking and being like, "Can we stay?" Because Mima done kicked me out.
yeah, Meemaw's ruthless.
That's a cute memory. I don't know if we watch scary movies, but I think that my funniest memories were dancing together, like learning dance moves and playing video games. We played Nintendo 64, Sega. So I think those were our funniest movies because me and my brother were like go hard on 64, and I would get like the game to so far, but I always needed him to like beat it. So he needed like I might get. I think you get like 3 turns before you actually die, like you lose your lives or whatever. In say Sonic, the hedgehog. And so like I would like do 2 lives and get killed, and then I'm like, listen, I only got one more life. I'm at like the whatever highest level, so I need you to beat this guy. And so he was like the finisher or the closer. And so I really cherish that memory because I mean we played long hours up all night playing that game. I also have a fond memory of just having the older phone, so the standalone phones, the wall phones, whatever you want to call them, house phones. But we had one where you like had to put your finger in and then just zoom, then another number zoom, then another number zoom. So that dial up process, like getting on the phone and then somebody being able to just pick up the phone and be on the other line and listen to your call, it was crazy work because then you got to say something to see if somebody listening. And it's all these code words that me and my friends had, and my brother and sister. It was just a funny time because having those house phones was ridiculous. You had to have some ridiculous kind of resiliency if you're trying to sneak on that phone because anybody could just get on it. So I think that was funny memory because these kids don't know nothing about that because they have cell phones, so you can either put it on speaker and hear it or you don't hear nothing. But I thought that was funny because like the privacy level was just not none back in those days. So I thought that was funny.
Were you
Do
like
you ever? Huh?
were you like
Go ahead.
talking to your siblings on the phone? Like, is this like a
No,
fond memory you have like with your siblings, or you just like the phones?
no, like with my siblings because they would either jump on the phone and you'll know somebody's on the phone, so somebody be on the phone listening, or they know mom is up, and so everybody's making noise like because mom is up or somebody's sneaking. Like all of us would play these different sneaking on the phone games, and so only us would know we're sneaking on the phone. So it was that
Mhm.
conversation that we would have after because we're laughing about either somebody else jumping on the phone or we on the phone and then somebody else done listening or mom's waking up and she's gonna hear us on the phone. So stuff like that, like the games we had to play just to be on the phone because we sneaking on the phone.
Oh yeah.
Probably mainly me sneaking on the phone, but I do remember them being on the phone a couple times. And it's just that pick up the phone part when you be like, Amber, get off the phone. Cause somebody else on the phone. Or they pick up the phone because they want to get on the phone. Now they telling you need to get off the phone because you've been on the phone for 2 hours or whatever they want to say. It's just a whole argument, but they'll say it on the phone. You've been on here for like 2 hours and it's my turn. I'm trying to call such and such. It's like a whole situation. You can't just be on the phone.
Oh my.
It's a whole situation, friends. Comment in the comment block if y'all know what I'm talking about with that house phone. What is the most? No, wait, it was another one. Did you ever use "I'm the oldest" as your power move?
I mean, honestly, I just hit them, so they like already knew. But I would say like I have seniority. I said that for like 2 months. It's usually like in the summertime when I'm with the ones that are closer in age, because technically we're all the same age. So when people ask, we just say we're triplets.
Do y'all? I never heard that part.
Yeah, when
When,
people be like,
when y'all are
"Oh,
together, y'all just say y'all triplets, so y'all don't have to tell the story.
yeah, so it's too long of a story," then people go, "Hmm." They're like, "So
Mm.
that means yes,
Everything you're thinking, it means yes.
yes." I don't have time for this. We're triplets.
Y'all are smart.
And then like we just go in the order of like we tell like our actual order as if like who came out first. So like it's still like the right order of kids. It's just we're triplets now.
Right,
Well,
right.
you all don't look the same. And then they start being like, well, what are the chances of like fraternal triplets? And I was like, 1 in a million. They
Y'all
honestly always eat that up. They think it's so cool. They're like, I just wish I was a triplet.
people. They out here capping, friends, talking about they triplets. But that's very smart because that would be the part like having that conversation of y'all's age with the 3 month different. Yeah. I don't got time for that conversation either. So saying triplets is a whole lot better than explaining. And no, I'm not gonna explain it right now, friends. All the friends who trying to do the math right now, because I keep saying that she is 3 months older than her siblings. We're not gonna do the math. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You have another question, Mia?
No, I don't.
How was your day? Because you are seeming different. Don't she seem different, friends? Somebody else chime in.
Um, Today, this was the last week before like our fall break. So honestly, guys, I have no more.
Oh, you
But
gave
I gotta
everything
swear.
that you have, and you just
Honestly, I'm not even done
you,
giving. Right after this, I have things to do. And then I still have to like this week has literally been so go. Like I literally only I come home, I take a shower and I go to bed. Like believe. This Friday, like usually I have time to like play around on Fridays. I didn't have time to play no type of around this Friday. I had to do all my college algebra work so that we can be done. I don't have college algebra next week. So like that was a blessing. And then I have my law class. Now I kind of like shot myself in the foot for this one because I didn't do any of the work. So I was like, it ends in December. So I'm gonna finish up like everything else. And then I'm gonna do it. Psych, it ends October 10th. So this entire week I've been doing law work, which is really easy. So that's not really
Yeah.
a problem. That's why I like push it to the end because I'm like, that's easy. Like I could do it in a week, which I did it in a week because now I have like a 95. But the problem was then my professor, he's so sweet. He emailed me. He was like, Mia, this is your professor, Professor Hammond. I'm a little concerned because you have submitted zero work.
Right.
I mean, listen, buddy, what do you want me to say? But I did my work. So he was like, I see you're submitting things. Thank you so much. I literally was like, I was like emailing people about you. I was like, did she go to the school? Like, did you drop out? Because I saw you did the first post, but didn't do anything else. I was like,
Right.
I'm working on that right now. But yes, that ends today. So I need to do that.
So you haven't done it, you haven't finished it, or you just got a few more things to finish.
I just have a few more things to do. Everything at this point is basically done. I just have a couple more things for my college work to like polish off, and then I will be free. But not really, because then I'm going to work. But that should be better than like going to school. So because they don't pay me to go to school.
Right. Okay. So do you have all that to do? You're saying that you're gonna finish all of that tonight?
Yes, that's the only option. The only thing I need to be doing this week, because if I push anything else to this week, I already have to do all the applications for all the colleges that are free to apply to this week. And then I have to do other stuffs and the scholarships because this is like a good time to apply for scholarships because I'm not doing anything else. That means I'm going to work. Hopefully, I can get an earlier shift so I can get home earlier and like actually have some day light left to actually do stuff. So, but yes.
Okay. So what do you need help with? Because other we can
Um,
help you with all the thing I have to do, but what can we help you with?
there's nothing really right now that I need help per se with. It's just like checking, getting everything done. So like right now, like I'm basically at the end of the school stuff. But the number of exams I had this week was just clinically insane. Like
So
I don't know, it feels illegal.
you're just drained.
Yes, but I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's just so much work. Like the people be saying like junior year is hard. Junior year could never. It's like you just come out the
Mm,
gate and start doing ridiculous stuff. Why is it October? There's the number of exams. I took like 4 exams this week, back to
mm,
back. And but my Avid did make their exam really short. It was like 5 questions. She was like, you can use the entire class. You can use ChatGPT. I really never cared. She's like, as long as like you don't, as long as like I don't like. She's like, you literally have to be in my face showing me because I'm not looking. I
for her,
said,
you using something. Well, that's good.
yeah. But we could also use each other. So we just got 100. And she was like, you get 2 attempts and it's the same questions and you can see what you got wrong. So if you failed, you just didn't do it.
Right. Exactly. So that's good. Make one part of it easy. Well, yeah, it's the last um section of this grading period, so that's why it has all those exams.
Yeah, but not even for college because college is still going.
Right.
It's just for high school classes, but like the high school, I only have 2 high school classes. So I really wish it was a high school thing that was stressing me out. It's the
But it's
college stuff.
definitely the college thing. Okay.
Yes, because
Well,
theirs is still going.
yeah. Well, I definitely have a plan to help you with all of the applications this week. So put us to work. because I am here to help you with all of that. I just needed you to do that Chick-fil-A one. Like I needed you to apply that day. So, did you do that?
Did I do the Chick-fil-A one? No, I just
Yeah.
started it.
Did you make an account like to start one?
Oh yes, I started the. I made an account for it and I put it in my binder, but or my
Yeah, that's all
what
I
my
asked you to do
folder.
was to make an account to start the application for
It's
the
a have
scholarship.
accounts for everything I'm gonna need to do this week. I have accounts for.
Okay. Cool beans. Well, you got this, Mia. I know this is the hard part, but once you get over this mountain, then you're gonna be like, "What do I do?" Because I ain't got nothing to do. But you're gonna love that season.
More mountains.
Hmm.
It's just more mountains. It's October. School ends in February.
Right for you. February is it grading, like grading wise.
Actually, they will like update your class rank in like March or like it's like a week before graduation. So somebody could like if you're number two and you trying to be number one, you could swoop in and steal the day.
Still
But
the
I think it's gonna
day.
make star maker or whatever. But I don't really care.
You just want to be done.
I literally just want to be done. If they give you that
I
diploma and
feel
that
you.
associate's degree, I never really like wanted to be number one, number two. I don't not the speech. I could give a speech, but I don't want to give a speech. And then our fashion club that was disbanded is back up and running.
Oh my goodness.
The extracurriculars be taking me out. And then I have this pageant thing, and these kids are crazy. And now
Now they're gonna know you just said they're crazy.
those kids are crazy.
Oh, she don't care. She's standing on business, friends. Don't
They're
cancel us.
bro. No. Honestly, I think it's not really them. There's only seven of us. And three of us go to school together. So it's like me and my two friends, and then like the three of them don't know anybody. So I feel like low key the three of us. I don't know. The one girl said we're nepo babies. And I thought that was funny. But the one girl that's my friend, she'd be like rude and she's not gonna win Miss Congeniality being rude to the other girls.
Okay, so
I'm not
what
her.
for the old people though? I need you to go back. What's a nepo twin?
A Nepo baby. So a Nepo baby is like Elon Musk and like Donald Trump. Well, they're kids, basically. So like Donald Trump's kids, Elon Musk's kids, what's that kid's name? X or three? I don't know what his name is. It's probably 3X. I don't know. But like kids, like you don't have to work for anything. Like your parents just give it to you.
Oh,
Like when we were doing this pageant, like they just like put us in it.
who put you in it? Oh,
People. Like, did
the
we have to
like you
say
got
yes?
accepted that way.
Technically, yes. But like our teacher literally like spoon fed it to us. Like everything is spoon fed to you. You don't have there's not crazy amounts of work. And then also being a Nepo baby is like there's different things depending on what you're talking about. But it's like almost like a test tube kid. Like you're like designed for this.
Oh, okay, got you.
Like you were
Okay,
born in
friends, I learned a little bit of something today, friends, with me. And like I have been feeling your energy. I've been trying to let you make it. But just like I said, when you get to this point, you really need to let us know how we can help. Like you don't have to do it all by yourself. So, clock me in, coach. I can write, I can read, I can type, whatever you need me to do. I can stay up till 4 a.m. Whatever. I'm here for it.
brother. We need to get higher than a 70. So no. But all the
No,
work I already did all the work.
not for
So I
school.
mean it's
No,
not really
count me
like
out of school.
mm. Today I just had to do the math. So it's the maths, brother.
Okay. Well, the law one is just papers, right?
It's online. Everything's online.
But I meant like you just gotta write discussions.
Absolutely not.
What
It's
is
literally
what
like
does the
a
law
clicker.
require?
I go through and I click the things. Oh, I have to take that, but my exam is like, I don't know. The exam is probably gonna be easy, I'd imagine. It's probably like 100 questions. Very simple.
Okay. Okay.
3 hours till 10, 10 5. Yeah. Ooh. sweetest one. I don't know, but it's just like clicker things. So I just this week I just got myself to like a 90, and then I was like, okay, when I take the exam, pass or fail, I'm passing, so it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna pass it because it's very easy. We don't talk about anything. It's like I should have took that class as a junior, but here I am. That was like perfect sound
Okay.
effects.
Yes. Okay, well, I have two more questions. Back to the oldest sibling chronicles. What have your siblings taught you about patience, love, or forgiveness?
They ain't taught me absolutely nothing. They make me mad.
Mia has no patience. She gets in the car with her siblings for 1 second. Mind you, she does not live with us. She lives on her own. And she gets in the car with us for 5 seconds. And she's like,
Like
get me out of here.
it's like they're like bred to annoy you. Like I've never met more annoying kids in my life. And I'm not with like all that bring back bullying, but like these kids need to get beat. I'm telling you, it's because she did not like hit them. She needs to hit them.
She
But
always telling me to hit these kids. And I'm telling you, it's like seconds. I'm like,
no,
Mia, where's your
be saying,
patience? Like,
be saying,
they just
I'll
miss
hit them
you.
for you, and then you also say no to that.
Yes, don't hit my kids. But
And when
yes, I
she's
already
not
know the
looking, I
answer
hit
to
them
that.
anyway.
Listen, don't cancel us, friends. But for me, I have a what do you call it? Unconditional love for all of my family, but I think that's rooted in God. My foundation gave me a great foundation in God, and that continued throughout my life. And no matter how many times I've been smacked in the face or disrespected by my siblings or taken advantage of by my siblings, as the oldest, I took that on the chin, and I have an unconditional love for my siblings. Like, I love them to death because for me, truly, like, they were like my first kids. Because unfortunately, part of that, was like helping to raise them or having to just be responsible for them, because there was absence. And so from our parents. So for me, it's like a different mentality. Though, like I said, they said that I didn't have to, but most older siblings who had that issue, you don't have a choice, so you just assume that responsibility. But I think I learned a lot of that patience from my childhood because I am a patient busy bee now. Like, as I get older, I'm like not as patient, but I have patience because like I'm a 2 year old wrangler. Like, I love 2 year olds. I love that toddler age. I love the profession of educating children, and so I have a lot of patience. I laugh at their little things. Like, my youngest daughter was just cooking, making cookies for the first time, and I'm like, I just had to talk to myself and it's like, she's learning, she's going through this. Just have patience. So sometimes you got to have
Pause the
that.
whole conversation.
What?
She is 14 years old. Why is she making cookies for the first time? I feel
She
like
is. It's true, friends.
this is the problem. First of
Did you
all,
teach her how to make cookies early?
well, I know you're not gonna because you keep forgetting that they're in the oven.
I know I ain't cooking them, so that's why in there together we was making them cookies, or helping with the
Y'all are
consistency of
making
the
cookies from scratch.
from scratch. Me and she made some. She made them for real too.
Hey, I'm about to bring the chocolate chips. Y'all better make me some
She got
cookies.
Yeah, we got a little bit of chocolate chips. So if you got more chocolate chips, bring them because we only got a little bit. We need some more.
You out here fiending for chocolate chips?
Yes, because after I seen her actually make some dough, I was like, dang, I'm gonna make me some cookie dough too.
No, bro. The second mom sees that you can do something, she's gonna ask for it about 30 more times consecutive. She found out somebody can make waffles or pancakes. She's like, "You making them waffles, them pancakes, that
Hey,
French toast?"
hey, speaking of
She
that,
be
bring that waffle maker.
begging.
Bring
She
that
be
waffle maker.
begging.
I'm about to be
Like,
begging
I
right
literally have to load the car up today. I'm gonna make Uncle Leaky help me too, cause he out there flirting.
now. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I guess that's the last question because listen, guys, it's already 44 minutes into this show. I hope it was a good conversation for y'all. We truly had a. Oh no, cancel. Boy, I'm about to end the whole screen. Stop pushing buttons. Listen, this technology trying to end me. But this is our seventh episode. Woo woo! Seventh episode, friends. And I am truly thankful to have this support. And I'm truly thankful to have this time with my child. And I love you, Mia. And I'm sorry that you had a tough week, but we hope to make your week easy. Like I told your sister, that she's going to have a light refreshment and snacks ready for you. And your room will be ready for you tonight.
I'm gonna get something to eat on the way there.
That's fine. You still have light refreshments and
But I'll
snacks available.
also I can I have chilled water?
You cannot have chilled water.
No, I said can I? Why would I not get that?
Oh, I was confused. I was like, you doing something new, some fancy thing?
No, I'm not doing that new. I would like my water chilled.
Okay, yes, we have
Um,
the water, the refreshments on chill
okay,
available.
that's what I like. I'm going to make them my slaves. The other one
You're
doesn't
gonna
really
what?
listen.
You kind
She's
of
not. She's not a very good slave.
oh Lord, don't cancel us, friends. Mia's saying a lot of words today. She's tired.
Yeah, guys, I really, I really don't care. It's getting to that
Well,
point.
I knew she was tired, friends. But thank you for joining me on here tonight, Mia. I really appreciate it. I really had a good conversation just talking about that similarity that we have with each other. We are both the oldest. I always told Mia as well, like, I understand her being the oldest, and so I tried to make
Let me
that
tell you what she'll do. She'll tell me she understands and straight op on me. Like it's the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen. She's like, "Me, I understand." But Kelly, like, bro, the switch up is insane. From Miss I understand to Miss like eating Kelly's like brains out. Like I'm just like, how about we take a break?
Now you done called that. Now you done called her up here because she can't. She just can't.
No, bro. She be like,
This is the sibling she's talking about.
Are we live right now?
Yes, you just did all of that live, and I'm gonna send it to all your friends.
I'm telling you guys, like
I
she's
don't know who
bred. Like
Kelly is. My
she's
name is
weird.
Zintasia Knight.
You better not say your sister name because they know that is not her.
He really just opt on everybody
But
just then.
Where's that?
anywho, ha,
Where the at?
get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We were talking about the oldest sibling chronicles. If you are an older sibling, hand clap to you. Well done. You survived just like we are surviving. And I
The
hope that y'all
problem
tune in.
is you didn't like really survive though, like because your siblings are like still your siblings forever.
Wait, you got to say it over because you keep breaking up.
You really didn't even survive though, because your siblings are your siblings forever. Which is
That
just the
is true.
craziest thing to me, because I could really retire Kelly any day.
No, don't retire R. Kelly Welly. But Mia did make a good point. I never thought about that. Well, I did think about that. Like, I know my siblings are my siblings forever, but there's not a season of being an older sibling. You are an older sibling for life. So, yes, I redirect that statement because that never goes away. So, that's just who we are. But I do applaud, I recommend that in this season, older siblings, please think of yourself. Please take some time for yourself. Make choices for yourself. Like do the things that make you happy and not consideration. Like I try to teach my kids in this season, if they gain it, it's for them. They don't have to share it. So please take this time to, sometimes you can just say, no, I don't want to share. No, I don't want you to go. No, I don't want to do that with you. That's okay. As an older sibling, you don't always have to carry that sibling with you or
But
those
it when they
siblings
hop on your
if you
back
have
and they just won't
multiple.
leave you alone though.
That is true. Find a safe place or a quiet place that they cannot enter.
Or lock them in their room.
Okay, friends, don't listen to Mia. She's tired. We are going to say good night. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. This was an awesome show. We will see y'all next time. Later.
Next time, thank you.